Hello, my friends here at Hello Drea. It has been almost 2 months since I have gotten my hair locked, so it was only right that my inspiration for this video was to talk about influential artists with locks. Now, this is going to be a top 10 sort of list. However, I don't want anybody to get too touchy about the order of this list, okay? I based it on a number of factors, which unfortunately has to include like how mainstream somebody is, because obviously it's about influential artists. I wanted this list to just at the very least make sense to me, so all of the names that I put on here made sense to me. And if you want to fight me about it, go ahead and do that in the comments, because it's going to get my engagement up and I really don't care. Starting at number 10 is the lovely Tracy Chapman, and I will say I don't want to call her a one-hit wonder simply because I don't know her catalog like that. I think that she has at least 2 major songs, but the only one that I know and love is Fast Car. I believe that it came out in the 80s, just because I remember my mom talking about like when my brother was still a newborn. She heard that song on like MTV or whatever, and it made her like very emotional. And so anyway, that is one of the memories that I have attached to that song, is just what it meant to my mom. But I also really love this song. I want to say was on my list of like songs that can make me cry. And yes, I did have an entire playlist for that at one point, just because sometimes you just need to get those tears out, okay? And there is no shame in my crying game, baby. So also, I just want to point out that Tracy Chapman is definitely like a lock OG, because in her day, you really had to start from the bottom. I mean, you might not have had to, but I'm pretty sure most people did. So she definitely started with the little worms, and she ended up with her full head of locks, which are very beautiful, very wonderful. And if you have not heard Fast Car, I highly suggest you listen to it, but beware, it may make you an emotional wreck. Okay? At number 9, we have black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. That's right. We have Wiz Khalifa. I don't know much about Wiz Khalifa, but I will say I know the majority of his catalog is like stoner songs, so that's probably why I don't know much of him. No offense to the ganja people, but yeah, like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I don't really need like a dedicated artist to influence me to do that. So yeah, that's just where I stand with it. But to each his own. Wiz Khalifa obviously is pretty iconic. He, like I said, made his own lane for himself with the particular subject matters of his music. Aside from Black and Yellow, which is one of his only non-ganja related songs, there's also... oh, crap. Babe, what was Wiz Khalifa's other non-smoke related song? It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. So anyway, now at the height of his fame, he did not have dreads, which is kind of also why he's a little bit lower on the list. But he is extremely influential, and I obviously know that. That's why he made it onto here. But he just, he became a dreadhead after already having the sauce, which nothing is wrong with that. Technically, Tracy Chapman, I think, had starter locks. And but she was also number 10. Wiz Khalifa, I don't think even had starter locks when he really popped off. So, hey, but he still belongs on the list as far as I'm concerned. Or really as far as Google is concerned. Because I really didn't think about him when I was originally composing this list. But I did think of Tracy Chapman though. So again, if you want to fight about it, fight me in the comments. Coming in at number 8. Yes, I'm in number 8. Coming in at number 8 is Love Sosa, soda, something, something, something. Never knew the words. Yeah, Chief Keef. Chief Keef is definitely known for his locks, probably as much as he is known for his music. Oh, and I forgot to mention about Wiz Khalifa's locks. I think that they're very nice. I think that the like blondish color really suits him or whatever. So yeah, shout out to his locks. Chief Keef, I gotta be honest with you. Chief Keef could walk right past me and I would not know. So let's fix that right now. Let me see, because I can't judge his locks if I don't really know what they look like. So let's see. Oh yes. Okay, so his locks are really nice. Yeah, his locks are like super nice. I feel like I have seen Chief Keef in real life, and I had no idea. But yeah, his locks are really nice. They actually remind me of my own, sort of. One of these pictures I'm looking at, he's got like curls in them. That is so pretty. OMG. That's goals. Yeah, Chief Keef has freaking awesome locks. He looks like his texture might be, it might be type 4 because it does look very similar to mine. But yeah, his locks are freaking awesome. And also, I feel like I should have known what Chief Keef looked like sooner in life. But yeah, Chief Keef, very influential, especially around like the 20-teens. His music was a really big deal and it was like kind of unavoidable. So yeah, shout out to him. He is number 7 on this list. Number 8. He's number 8. I'm sorry. Coming in at the actual number 7 is, I'm like, I gotta get away, and you know that I know never stopping, we gotta win every day. At number 7 is Busta Rhymes. Now, Busta Rhymes has had locks a very long time. I want to say that he had locks pretty much his entire career. Or at least for the majority of it. I know when he was on, he was definitely on with locks. And his locks are freaking awesome. For them to be so long, it looks like they've never gotten like linty. I should probably like Google this to make sure. But they look so clean. And I love a clean lock because I know that that is very difficult to achieve. But yeah, his locks are just so cool. Like, and he kept like his, what's it called? Like, you know what it is when people have their hairline like short and then whatever. I can't think of the name for it, but anyway, it's freaking awesome. It's always pretty iconic. So shout out to Busta Rhymes. He has very nice locks and very nice music. One of my favorite songs from him is actually not Look at Me Now, even though I use that as the example. But I really love his song with Janet Jackson. I think it's like Tell Me What It's Gonna Be or something like that. I don't know. I could look it up, but you guys know how I get. If you're real, you already know what it is. And if you don't like what I'm saying, fight me in the comments. So I had to get a little creative, and maybe this is cheating a little bit. Maybe like I shouldn't have did this. But number 6 is actually a trio. Can you guess? Okay, you give up? I got you. Do it look like I was left off bad and bougie? Coming in at number 6 is Migos. Rest in peace to Take Off. But yeah, number 6 is Migos. This is, what's better? Seriously, what's better than one artist with locks? 3, a trifecta, okay? You get a whole buffet of locks, and I will say all of them had really nice locks, okay? All of them had really nice locks. The sizing, the spacing, everything fit each of them perfectly. Shout out to them. And I was not listening to like mixtape Migos or anything. I came to know Migos probably through like Drake features and stuff. That's no shade to them. It's just that hip hop really did not become a thing for me until like a certain time point in my life. And so because of that, I really missed a lot of like beloved rappers come ups because I just wasn't listening to the music. I really was also not allowed to. My household was kind of religious, and so listening to secular music was a thing, but listening to secular hip hop was kind of a whole other thing. So I was like 10 listening to Tupac, you know what I mean? And not even like Hail Mary Tupac. I was listening to like Do for Love Tupac, to put things into perspective. So yeah, but I do enjoy some of Migos music. I'm still not like a huge fan of them, but I do like some of their music, and obviously they're extremely influential. They would be higher on this list, but again, I just feel like the people that I selected are the people I selected above them. I don't know. I feel like it makes sense, kind of, except for like one, but we're getting to that. Ew. Okay, so anyway. I went back and looked at the list, and I ended up taking off the names that I was just thinking of that probably shouldn't have came before Migos. But now they're not coming before anybody, so I'm going to have to do them as an honorable mention, which seems very counterintuitive to how I was trying to form this list. Whatever. Coming in at number 5. Not the average girl from your video. I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. Coming in at number 5 is India Arie. India Arie is fucking iconic. I know for a fact she's not a one-hit wonder. OMG. So my favorite song from her, aside from what is that called? Video? Yeah, that song's called Video. I know I seem like a fake fan, but trust me, I know the songs. I know the words. Titles sometimes escape me, though. I have to be honest about that. So I love that song from her. And she has a song with Music Soul Child. I actually just put my partner onto this because he did not know. I had to tell him, like, hey, this is a thing, because we listen to India Arie and we listen to Music Soul Child. But I was like, hey, do you know they have a song together? And he was like, what? And I was like, oh, there you go. So that song is called Chocolate High. And I freaking love that song. Like, I remember, funny story. So back in high school, again, was mainly listening to R&B and stuff, right? So I remember my homeboy being like, you listen to so much baby getter music, and literally that song was on the playlist that he referred to as baby getter music. That song was definitely on it. I was blasting that song on the reg. Like, I loved it so much. Imagine me, my light skin ass. I'm pale as hell. I'm super pale. Sitting here, ooh, ooh, hey, like every morning. And if we make each other happy, then we just can't lose. That song is awesome. And then my partner actually put me on an arie song that I did not know, which is called The Truth. Love that song so much. Oh my God, if I heard that song sooner in life, I definitely would have been romanticizing people that I should not have been. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise, but I freaking love that song. It is so pretty. And arie is just like, she's just gorgeous. I love her locks. And I love that at the time that she had locks, like she was just fully like ethnocentric beauty, like literally from the locks to her lips to her skin, just everything about her was just like so freaking flawless and perfect. So shout out to arie, because she probably doesn't realize how iconic she is and how many barriers she probably helped break down, even though she's not like probably as revered as she should be. The people who know, we know. Like, those of us that know, we know. So if you have not listened to arie, go ahead and just go get your life. Okay, go get your life. But start with video. I really think that song is going to do wonders for you. Coming in at number 4. If you've been on this channel long enough, you should know who my fave is. So when I say my fave is number 4, you should know is For Your Eyes Only. You should know to put a finger in the sky if you really want her. You should know 2-6 niggas wild. 2-6 niggas wild, bitch. 2-6 niggas wild, bitch. 2-6 niggas wild. At number 4 is Jermaine Cole. J. Cole. Okay. J. Cole's dreads are very interesting because they're semi-freeform, or they might be fully freeform. As a fan, you would think I know this, but I'm a fan of his music, not his hair. I mean, okay, I'm a fan of both, but still, I don't know all the details. The most I know about his locks is that, like, Rihanna said he needed some lemon juice or something. I don't know. I was just scrolling one day. His locks are either semi-freeform or they're fully freeform. And honestly, I will say, like, don't tell him I said this, obviously. And it's not because they're freeform, because I actually do. I like freeforms. I like wicks to a certain extent. Not saying that they're the same thing, but just I'm open to different types of locks. I feel like J. Cole just has more of a short hair face. Like, I just feel like as far as hair theory goes, his shorter hair was more flattering for him. But his locks are very long. They're very healthy. We've been getting bops with locks, J. Cole, so I really don't care. I mean, the music got better, so who cares? Like, he's not letting Nas down anymore. I don't think he shouldn't be let down. fuck that nigga, to be honest. I never would have made a song talking about that shit for real. And again, no offense, like, J. Cole, if you ever see this, please don't be like, who the fuck is she to talk about my locks and whether or not they fit my face and like, I'm sorry. I meant no disrespect. At number three. You might win some, but you just lost one. You might win some, but you just lost one. Lauryn Hill. Again, remember earlier, just now actually, when I was like, I'm open to different type of locks. You'll never hear me say that Lauryn Hill's dreads didn't fit her. Okay. You'll never hear me say that. That's one thing you want. As a matter of fact, let's Google it right now. Let's take a look-see at what's going on here. So, Lauryn Hill, I don't think her locks are freeform. Because they just look so neat. But it seems like I've seen something before that implied her locks are freeform. But I don't know. They do not give me freeform vibes, to be honest with you. I just don't get that from. But her locks, whether they're freeform, whether they're whatever, I don't know what the hell they are. But they're iconic is what they are. No notes. Thick locks done right. Lauryn Hill. 100%. 100%. And that's all she wrote. That's all I gotta say about that. Coming in at number 2, and this was kind of a tough spot to make. Like, this was kind of tough. Just because the top 2 people I chose, right? They were both extremely influential, and honestly, if I'm basing it off of one of the factors, which was like, did you have locks during like the height of your career? Technically, this person should be number 1 because if I'm not mistaken, they had locks their entire career. Whereas number 1 actually didn't. But going off of the criteria of influence as well, I had to really think about that and weigh that. And while both of these people are influential as far as mainstream influence goes, I had to put the person that I put for number 1. And like I said, if you want to fight me in the comments. But coming in at number 2 is the infamous, and rest in peace to him, Bob Marley. Now, Bob Marley's locks, beautiful, perfect, no notes, because his, I believe, were definitely freeform. Yeah, these were definitely freeform, and they kind of, honestly, yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine him looking any other way. And I also didn't know that Bob Marley was, like, biracial. I feel like I should have known that. But I did not know that for, like, a really long time. I thought he was just light-skinned, dude. But, yeah. His locks are freeform, and they're pretty iconic. I mean, I can't really imagine him with anything else. I can't imagine him with any other hairstyle for real. I'm going through here and looking now. Yeah, I don't even see I don't see any instance of him with like a low cut or anything. So he probably always just wanted to have really long hair. And I mean, it works for him. Again, we're not anti-freeform over here. I didn't freeform my locks just because of like my work and like the field that I'm in. I felt like possibly that could be an issue. But if I ever get to a point of being self-sufficient, that could be a possibility, that I just kind of let my hair do what it's going to do. But for right now, again, I'm only like a month into this, almost, not even a month yet. I don't know. But I like freeforms. I love freeforms, and I think that Bob Marley had very beautiful freeforms. And again, may he rest in peace. Number 1. The coveted spot. Blunt blowing, polo draw showing. Hello. Number 1 is Lil Wayne. And I think that's fair. I don't care. Did I put him above Bob Marley? Yes. So what? Now, obviously, I have putting Lil Wayne at number 1. I have to address the elephant in the room. I'm aware his locks are not where they used to be, but I don't care, because at the height of his fame, okay, he had them. When he was a freaking rock star, he had them. When he was dropping crazy heat mixtapes that we're still dissecting in this household to this day, okay, he had the locks. So I don't care about the state that they're in now, and I don't care that he started off with braids or whatever. I don't care, okay? I don't care. What we can obviously see is that he has always had a... Progeny is not the word I'm looking for. Progeny? Progeny is not the word I'm looking for. He's always had an acclamation. That seems like the right word. He's always had an acclamation for long hair. So, like, I don't care what you're talking about, okay? He belongs at number 1. So, let's take a look at his dreads when they were like, you know, when they were like, you know, when they were like peak, right? So, peak Lil Wayne dreads, were like this. And I have to say that they are gorgeous. Like, they're literally so beautiful. Literally so good. Here's a different angle. They're like very thick, very healthy. Again, he's another one. No freaking lint. Lint wear. Who's sleeping on cotton? Who's using cotton towels? Not him. Okay. And even like his like, these look like he formed them into wicks, possibly. Because I don't think these are like free forms. I think these are still from his original dreadlocks, and he just got them wigged. So those, even that looks pretty decent. Like, that looks better than like some of the stuff that I've seen. On the internet streets, they say it's the bleach that probably messed him up. Oh, this is a great picture. OMG. This is a great picture. And it's not even just like the locks that make that a great picture, but we'll move on. But yeah. Like, his locks were definitely enviable. But yeah. He belongs at number 1, in my opinion, regardless of how things are now, he belongs to number one. I think it's fair. So, honorable mention, because I'm going to forget if I turn off my camera. Honorable mention, of course, is Chloe and Halle. Do I think that they are influential? 100%. Do I think that they are lovely and beautiful? 100%. Do I think that they are more lovely and more influential than the other 10 names on this list? Absolutely not. So they didn't make the cut when I really had to start thinking about it. But just know that they have probably done wonders for the self-esteems of young girls with locks everywhere. Seeing them as an example and seeing them be mainstream and swaggy and successful and everything else with their locks is a very big deal. So unfortunately, everybody can't make the cut, but they did deserve an honorable mention as they received here. So do you agree with my list? Do you disagree with my list? Do you want to fight about it? If so, do it in the comments. As always, I'm Andrea, and this is Hello Drea, and thanks for hanging out with me. Till next time.